Okay, in this video I will show you how to book back market order. It is very simple. We can do it two ways. One is we can manually open each new orders and copy and paste all the data into the template file which we use to add order on back market. But in this way, when we have more than a few orders, so I am going to today we have only 5 orders actually. It shows 4 here and 1 in Belgium. So but you can just click on any one of these and you will have all the orders here. So what we need to do first is we need to validate all the orders first. I accidentally validated 2 orders and then remember that I have to make a video. So these 2 orders are also new but already validated. So this is how we validate the order. Okay, once all the orders are validated, so it is like 1 2 3 4 5 orders. It may be 20, it may be 25. So it may be any numbers of order. That does not matter. So what we need to do here is we need to select this area, this one, and we need to go to the last one. This is basically in process orders. We're filtering only processing order which we need to process. So click and then we need to, this is filter or search it is in. So yeah, so you see we have only 1 2 3 4 5 orders which need processing. So now right now what we need to do is we need to go to this one, exporters, click, this is how it should be, and then we click. Yeah, okay, so now it actually shows that the orders are exported. So and it has been sent to the email or something, but we can download it from BackMarket itself. So we click on these emails, we check the date, it is the last one, whichever it is we need to export. So we know that what date or time we are exporting, so we need to check that to make sure this is the right one. Okay, so we need to click on this, and this is the one we need to click. Okay, as you click it will, there will be a pop-up. So basically what I do is I just rename it to anything I can remember. So this is BM order, BM dash, and today's date, so it is 6/04/06 2019. So I remember and save it anywhere you like to. So here you go, save. Okay, now what we need to do is we need to open Excel. Okay, before opening Excel let me show you something. Okay, if we go here we find the order, this is the one we saved. If you double click and try to open this order, it will be, you see how you, this will come up as, you see. Yeah, this is a CSV file, so it will be all merged up and it will be difficult to really get all the information for orders. So what I do basically is I open a new file in the Excel. You need to open a Excel. Okay, new workbook. Okay, and make sure you select the first box here and then go to data. Okay, and from data you need to select from text, and then we need to select the file. This is the file. Then we need to click import and make sure it is, this one is selected, delimited. Then select next. Then we need to select semicolon, comma, make sure this is how it is, and then next. This is the genre, it should be as it is, and then finish, then okay. Now we see all the data in each column, so it is much easier, and we can copy paste this to the to this sheet we need to import all the orders on. Okay, so now what we need to do is I already have a template for each orders as I do. You can find it on the Paul's computer. It is all there. So this is the one. So what I do is I just change the date. 6. Open this file. Okay. Okay, so what I do right now is, okay, so what we need to do right now is we need to copy each, whichever one we need, the orders. These all are not required, so only required field we need to. So this is the order ID which we need. Copy it. Copy, paste. This both will go. Okay. Now date, we know the order date. If you scroll right, you will see the date. Order date. Okay, date creation, actually I just copy this one. A date creation, it is all 5/6/2019. So we need to put all these into 5/6/2019. Oh, sorry, 5/6/2019. All right, so we need to copy this and paste in all the fields. All right, so now that is done. Now we need to take the merchant SKU and quantity requested. So this is also here. If you go to the left, scroll left, you'll see this as the one. So basically I just do, what I do is I copy both, because sometimes if I manually input the quantity, there is two and I just put one, so sometimes I make the mistake. So basically I will just copy both the fields, so to make sure I'm not doing anything wrong. Here you go. So now we need to get all the information like shipping address, name, street, everything is here. Everything is here, so you don't have to look off. Okay, basically in the file we exported from BackMarket. What happened is there is a last name and the first name. So when we search on from the BackMarket, the first name comes last and the last name comes first at the beginning. So basically what I do is I copy this first, I paste it here. There may be a easy way to do, but I'm not aware of it, so I'm doing it this way. It may take a little longer because I'm working on one screen, not on a single screen or two screen. It is much easier to do. So basically this is how, and then because this is a street, we need to just copy this, copy or cut it and paste. So this is how we need to do for all the first and last name. All right, so this is all done. You can delete this, go back to the main file. Okay, and also you just make sure there may be some shipping company name given here. So if it is there, you can just copy and paste it right in the beginning of the name, because we don't have a dedicated field for that, so we need to put it into the first name itself. Okay, now we have a street 1 and a street 2, so we need to copy that as well. Both, you can copy both together, or you may copy, yes, and paste it. I'm just doing it so that you see how we do it. It is not it should be copy, not cost, but I made a mistake, no problem. So here it goes to city. Okay, you go into city and paste it there. Okay, now we need to copy the postal code. Postal code and the France and the country. So country, as we know now that we have one Belgium order as well. Basically I put FR to all, that's France, but sometime I do make a mistake by just inputting the wrong country. So what I do is I just copy it from here, or if you, because we have only 4 or 5 orders today, it is very less, but there is, when there is 20-25 orders, we may make a mistake, so it's always good to just copy it from there and paste it here. Extra few seconds, no problem. All right, so this is how it is. Now we need to copy the product name, so we go back, and this is the product name, order title. So yeah, copy this and paste. This one need to go to the to field, that is permalink and the item name. So this is both done. Now the same this this field, like name, address, everything, we need to copy and paste it here as well. But before we make any copy and paste, what we need to do is, you see that we have some special characters in the name, address, everything. So what we need to do is, basically we need to fix that before we copying and pasting there, because so it is easier, we just do it once. So we need to copy this fulfillment line number, copy. Then we need to go to the BackMarket commands, that is order, paste in the number command, that is the order number, and search. I'm showing everything long way because today we have very few orders, but it may be more orders, and so we just can't go one by one checking which is the order number. So it's always good to just search it to make sure that is the order number. Okay, and then we need to click this one, and we have all the details here. So basically what we need to do is, we need to copy all the, we need to just check what character it was, because if you see here, we don't know what character it is. Yeah, so it is always good to come back to BackMarket and check what order, what is that. Here we see that is STEP, so we can fix that, STEP. So it is fixed now. Same with the same, if you see, we have here as well special characters, so we need to fix that as well. So RE, and here it also, it is E, all E, I don't know why. We know it is resident, so RE, then E green, E. So same way we need to fix all the special characters. If you see here, we have one special here, one here, and here, so we need to fix that all. So I will just fix that and then come back and continue the video. So now I have fixed all the special characters, as you can see. Yeah, I have fixed all. So what, okay, now one more thing you have to make sure is that if you see BE, it is only 4 characters, because we know postal code for BE is only 4 characters, but sometime on France as well there is only 4 characters, so that means at the starting you need to put 10. Yeah, so you can do it now, or you can do it before you export the order to orderwise. So you can do both ways. I basically do it when I'm exporting the orders, so you can leave it now. So but for Belgium there is only 4 characters in the postal code, so that is fine. Yeah, so now we need to copy all these and then paste it there. So what we need to do, I can just copy these 3 first, make sure I'm doing it in the correct one, paste. Okay, so in billing street, if you see, we don't have a street 2. So what we need to do is, we need to just copy the first one, copy the first one, and we need to paste it in the street first, because we don't have any other options. We have only one there field there, so we need to put everything in there itself. Okay, so yeah, copy, paste. Same you need to do for the other one as well, copy, paste. Okay, so now this field is, we can just remove everything there. Now city, we need to go here and get the city and postal code together. I guess it will be in the correct place, and paste it here. Alright, so we have all the fields here. Now we have customer phone and say sell price. So we need to go to the first one again, and we need to find out the customer phone. So it is like before shipping email, shipping phone. So you copy all these, copy and paste. Okay, now we have sell price. So same we have it here. We need to go on the starting of the point, and this is the order price. All right. So basically, in France, when we export the file, if you see there is a comma in the price, but when we export to the orderwise, it should not be comma. It should be a full stop or a dot, right? So yeah, we need to fix that as well. So I will go Control F, search, find what, comma, and replace with stop. All right, so it is now find all, replace all, fixed. Yeah, so just copy these now and paste. So and save the file. So now if you'll see, we have all the data we need to add the orders to OW. So we have all the fields now filled. You just check it once. Okay, all looks good. Okay, this is the previous yesterday's order, so I will just delete these. We don't need it anymore. All right, so done. Now before we export the order to orderwise, we need to make sure that all these SKUs are already on orderwise and are correctly done. So basically I check each and every SKU every day to make sure that everything is correct. All the conditions are added on orderwise SKU, just to make sure it is or there may be some new product and we don't have the SKU. So if we don't have a SKU, we need to create a new SKU. So now what we need to do is we need to check one by one. So I'll just basically just copy it from here and then go to uh, the orderwise SKU and check. Okay, so if there is, if the SKU is not on the SKU code, it may be in the alternative code added as, because we already have the SKU created and we added it as alternate SKU code. So just we need to make sure it is 4 GB 1 TB gold, and we need to just check here as well. Okay, this is the correct one. This is the correct one. We just need to check the condition. This it says gold. So yeah, that is, this is correct. We already have these this one. So basically this is how we need to check each. If we have only 5, but if you have 20, you need to check all 20 there. But you can, when you have 20 or 25 orders, you can filter the SKU and find, because if there is a same order, like for example these are the 2 orders, right? So this is the same order, so we don't need to check one by one. We can just filter it and it will come at once. You can just copy one SKU and check that. So basically we need to check it is, I'll check all and then come back. Okay, so I have checked all the SKUs and everything is fine. So now we need to once again save the file. Okay, now what we need to do is we need to copy. I do it copy, but if Paul is doing, or then he does not need to copy it because he already have the file on his computer. So I basically copy this file to the Paul's computer. This is the Paul's computer actually I'm connected to, and then go to, okay, document, BackMarket, find the month, that is June 2019, and paste it there. Once you have the file here, you can just export the orders. So basically how I will show how to export the order as well. This will be good for anyone new working first for trying to learn. So basically you go to the e-commerce session and then you go to the BackMarket front, select it, and we click run once. Manual, select, you have to select the manual file because we have the file, and then select the file, that is 6/6/2019. This is the one we have added for today, and then we need to click open and then this green button. So it is adding 5 files because we have 5 orders today. Done. So this is how we need to do BackMarket orders, from exporting to adding orders. This is very easy. So This is how we do. If you have any questions, let me know.